Hello. Whistling kettle, boiling, cold water boiled hot. I'm going to get 2 hot beverages, one for myself and the other person that lived with me and pets for babies. Okay. Look at that. I'm having coffee and honey. The other person's having tea. Coffee and honey. Honeybees. Honeybees. Beautiful creatures. Honey. Beautiful honey. Nature. Sweet. This is the honey I'm using. And that's the nutrition. Honey. Just one serving of today. One serving of wonderful, delicious honey. I'd have more, although it's my second, well, the first only sweet today. Later on, I'm having some ice cream. A serving of. In a little while, I'm going to be stovetop cooking it, oven cooking. I'm going to be making myself a stuffed mushroom sort of thing, and fried egg and a potato patty, stovetop cooked. Baking a mushroom, stovetop cooking those. And I'm going to make my mom some food. She's probably going to have bacon and egg. I might have a piece of bacon too, I'm not sure. Just one piece. And my mom, because I'm like, Mom, you got to eat healthy. You can't keep eating the stuff that you're eating. You can't eat sandwiches and sandwiches and sandwiches. She can eat, and biscuits all day. She can eat, 1 or 2 biscuits in the morning, have a sandwich and her soup at lunch, and then maybe the same and a different biscuit in the afternoon, and at dinner. And she'd feel better, and she'd look better, and, I mean, I'm not that great doing it myself, although I'm not eating anything myself. When I have my coffee, I want to eat a Brazil nut. I want to eat a nut. I am going to eat a nut. I like to have a nut. I don't have any biscotti or anything. Maybe the next time I'm out, I'll buy some biscotti, and I can break into 3 or 4 pieces, and I would have that. And then later, have my Brazil nut, and or vice versa, But animals. I just want to, you know, I tested myself yesterday, as you all witnessed, and I'm going to do it again today. Or test myself. I know I'm not diabetic. I wasn't diabetic. I don't take any medication. I don't take insulin. I don't even put anything in me. I'm very careful. Sure, there's 2 or 3 days where I continue to, glutton myself every week. At least I try to. I mean, even if it was just a small bag of potato chips or a big bag of potato chips, whether I share or not share, that's my day out. When and if I ever returned there, that is, I would eat. And occasionally a cookies. I just don't eat chocolate nowadays because my cat died, is dead. And I don't want to. That was just something we did. Well, that cat, that was our special thing, chocolate together. He loved to watch me eat chocolate. He loved to sit and wait for his alleged piece of chocolate. Or, do I ever have another fur baby? The speciality during that lifetime will be pizza. Pizza and a cat treat, whether or a dog treat, whether the animal, my fur baby my pet eats the pizza, it doesn't matter. I'm eating pizza, that's what I'm going to try and do. That's what I want to do. I love giving animals and pets, fur babies, forever homes. I don't like watching them suffer anywhere. I don't want them that way. I want them to have a home. Pet stores and shelters. I just want them to have greater, better. And with me, and only me, as their mommy. Nobody else should do it. I mean, my mom babysitted and some and grooming. And, I love long-haired cats. They're my favorite. He was so unique with his mane and everything. He was so special. Just so one of a kind. And just a beautiful creature that just died too young. It wasn't my fault. He was just gravely ill and sicker. And suffering. And bleeding. And the weather earlier today reminded me of all animals and all pets, all fur babies. All were alive. All are dead. I was just laying in my bed and I looked over and it got dark all of a sudden. And I was like, oh, gotta get the camera out, I want to vlog it. Public it. Publish it. I don't do it as often as I used to. Storm chasing, witnessing it. I usually keep my window coverings very closed nowadays. And eventually the truths will all come out. All social media, all virtual, all public, all published, all media, and all elsewhere. All everywhere. All everywhere. All names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how themselves all were and are and be, all to, at, on, in, out, from, and by my parents, my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all pets, all fur babies, and me, Avril, Avril, all names, and all named Bellis. Including all evidence such as this and all earlier, all public, all published, all social media, all virtuals, all media, and all securities cameras, all on, all recording, all recorded, all witnesses, all witnessed. Oh. And my mom told lies earlier about phone numbers, addresses, and names, and all other contact information. And all herself and one or others' phones, calls, by mail, etc., and in person. That all happened, no matter what they tried, harassed, bullied, forced. My mom doesn't change any of that. They all existed, they all happened. And my mom trying to hide all that information is not good. I have to take my mom back to the doctor and hopefully get her more medication and or change the medication because it's not working. It's not working. I just want to help my mom be better, greater, like she did earlier today and all other times. As I want my mom better and greater. I want my mom feeling better. I know she'll never be 100%, but better. Although better, I want better. Here, there, all elsewhere, all everywhere. You know, in this awful city, awful province, awful country, the mentally ill run amok. The mentally ill run amok and try to spread it to one and more other patient and their families, and that doesn't happen with me. I'm a fighter. I'm stronger than that, and I will not go down without a fight. I reported them to patient relations hospitals. It's all out there. I showed them to police. There's police reports, incidents, occurrence numbers, anywhere and everywhere. Without and or with I has any written down myself. The police and others got copies, originals and copies. I'm not lying. And the security guards in all condominiums and all elsewhere, all those cameras all on recording. Recorded. Securities cameras all recording, all recorded. Themselves too witnessed. They should, can, could, may, must, and need all. Show and tell, all that. All those. All when, all where, all who, all names, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. All about, all to, and all about, all happened. As. I was going to go to church today with the weather. Outside. Earlier today. Excuse me for, I know I'm how old I am. I'm not immature or anything. I'm just having emotions. It's normality. I'm grieving the death of a loved one. Once more. I've lost many to deaths, and it's just grieving. I'm just grieving. MOURNING. Grieving. Mourning. And any healthcare worker and any other stalker tried, showed, told, and show and tell that is me, that's neurologically impaired and or mentally ill and or mentally challenged and or retarded, lying, and should, can, could, may, must, and need judiciary punished without and or with and or without themselves sued. In addition to all that, all before, all during, all later, all since my father went missing, died, dead, funeral, obituaries, 1984, and all other times, grieving. I was a teenager, teenagers, even as young adults, at any age, it's a difficulty and it's a struggle. It's not a behavioral problem or anything, it's just a struggle. And not everybody has the support system. I don't have a lot of support. I have to do it mostly independently. I mean, other people, all names, all named Bellas put themselves out there, public, published, social media, virtual media themselves. Examples, Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. And they didn't had their privacy settings private. They were public. Myself and one and more other. Whereas with me and my doing this stuff publicly, I do try to reset many of my privacy settings. And in addition to when I find a stalker that our stalkers were on my social media, on my stuff, I tried resetted my privacy settings. I tried resetted my privacy settings so that I could hide myself and my social media from them. Internet, Wi-Fi's. All others too witnessed, including paramedics, police, securities, guards, etc. Others all witnessed. I did as. I tried did as. Forever, always, all everywhere. Including phone numbers, changed many a times. My phone numbers, I did. PSCC 807 and PSCC 850, and anyone and everyone that blamed me, alleged and accused property damages, harassments, bullying, threats, violences, was violent, were violent, hate, jealousies, envious, racism, bigotry, discriminations, prejudice, prejudges, predatory, resentful, internet trolling, stalking themselves and one and more others. They did, and or instead lied. All of it just complete and utter lies. All lied, all about, all to, and all about my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself, Avril. All names and all named Bellis. Do you like my live stream today? Use the like button, leave a like, likes, thumbs up, thumb up icon, like, and subscribe, please. If you're not already subscribe, and like. And the chat area is on. You can also use an emoji, radish, leave it in the chat area, radish, and colors too. Today I've got a red ponytail. I have my red pony, scratchy bag thing. I'm wearing that. A little goes a long way. Red. Today wearing colors red. Color red. And all the meanings and all the definitions published, documented, colors red. And all the psychology, all meanings, all definitions, colors red. Religion too. Religions too. Cheers. Good morning. I didn't do any walk fit while waited. My cold water boils hot this morning because I used our kettle, our whistling kettle, whistled, and that's too much. Too many steps back and forth. Walking a minute and a half, 2 minutes, that's fine, but not that long. Whistling kettle. Sounds inside, away from nature. Beautiful sounds of nature outside. I might go up my balcony later today. I don't have to water my garden. Mine and Pet's fur baby's fairy's garden outside today. Earlier weather. Rained. Although I have to water my cactus. My hungry cactus. It's like hungry hippo, and there's sometimes it's like it pushes out so big these days. I'm actually considering turning my cactus around so the other part. I want to do it every month. I want to turn my cactus around. Just turn my cactus around so that every angle before it just so that all the leaves get some light. Everything. Unless I see a bud, of course, and then I don't move my plant until it blossoms and the cactus does what it's got to do, buds and blossoms. Naturally. I began doing one of those altars in my living room. I know some other people don't understand. My television off. Although the stand that it's on has 2 shelves. So the second shelf, I decide, I'm going to do something. My cat is dying and I wanted to have some plants. So I was going to do a garden indoors. Because I broke my wrist, who, what, where, when, why, how, all names. How? All who, what, where, when, why, how. My wrist is the way it is. I don't, I've had difficulty since 2006 with this. And then when I hurt my thumb, and now all this happened, it's one thing after another. And it's just, and you know me, although I don't work elsewhere, I don't work away from home. I like to do some from home. I like to do some working, some hobbies, hobbying. So my second shelf, the shelf in the middle, I began making an altar. It's really, really cute. I might vlog it later, but it's just, I know I'm an adult, but it's a cute little, and not like other people have altars that have very little colors. It's mostly green and dull and dark. Mine has a little bit of green, but most of it is all bright and with color with a little bit of dark. It's not all darkness. The only darkness that it is a moon. I have a moon ornament. It's the only thing. It's like a candle, sort of. And I don't put it on very often, although there it is. Isn't that pretty? So I have that. Were I to get a bigger stand, I wanted to get a bigger stand shelf thing. I would put the altar on the top shelf and just, have it there. And with Charles. Right now, it's there. Halloween, I don't want to put it away. Halloween 2024, no, Halloween celebrated earlier. I just don't want to lay it away. 6 or 7 years playing with that cat of mine, pussycat feline. I just don't want to put it away. Not everything. It's just something. And I'm going to put this photo there too. Altar. Happy day. Look at that. I miss that. See his upper lip. I mean, he's so unique. I know he had special needs. My cat, I knew that. And he kept getting sicker and sicker and more. Although, look at that face. Totally unique. Totally unique. Everything about that cat of mine, unique. Alive and died dead. And that insurance thing I had about my cat, I didn't get. They wouldn't pay out. And they wouldn't give. Isn't that disgusting? Probably were internet trolling and had a personal vendetta. Yeah, it's a lot better for 2 or 4 kids. Some other people obsessed themselves that we were always looking to act on, to act. Then I'll do another one. Get back and forth. My people looking at them. We never did that. I never did that. We never did that. Not every day. Only sometimes when they were noisy. like that. Like that. Yeah. Honestly, my kitchen and a little bit of hallway. Two at on and out from by my front door. My kitchen, you know, and other people, other residents, I suppose, with and or without their guests, visitors, you know, tried, showed, and told. We were obsessed with them. Always watching them, always listening to them, always to and about and to them. All about, all to, and all about them. And it's not true. I just used my kitchen. You could only witness it. You could hear my footsteps, could you not? Could you hear my footsteps? I didn't go to my front door to look at my people. I know there should not be anybody there. There should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not be anyone there with and without recording devices, without filming devices, without videotaping. I mean, there is security cameras on recording out there, recorded out there outside my front door. That's fine. That's all. Just security. I mean, anyone should, can, could, may, must, and need looks and looked out their peoples. That doesn't mean anything. That's a normality. Just other people obsessed over it, about it, and it's just them. They're obviously neurologically impaired and or mentally ill, and are physically challenged and or mentally challenged, with and or without themselves retarded. I don't obsess like that. I mean, I'm here. I don't care if anybody's looking at their peoples. I don't care. I don't care that anyone's looking out their windows. I don't care. I mean, during my live streaming, they make noises. I'm not turning it off. I have no inclinations to abide by those noises disturbances. Instead, I want to do sections 2A and 2B and just do what I have to do. This is my sort of way of being public and monetization, monetized, getting monetization, publicity. Hello.
Hello.
So what would you like me to cook you? Soft boiled, fried egg?
Yeah, scrambled egg.
Oh, scrambled egg. You want scrambled and a hash brown?
Yeah.
Potato patty?
Yeah.
Okay. You want bacon?
2 slices.
And then I'll come back during my live stream and eat with my audience. Mine. I'll show you the mushrooms in a moment. They're big. I like big. I like big. Let me finish my coffee. Has anyone witnessed mosquitoes this summer? I haven't. I have an itch. I just wonder if it's a mosquito bite. Because I was out in the wild. I was out in nature. We went away day one. Oh my God. Deja vu plus deja vu plus I've been there before. And deja vu. And my mom came with us. It was amazing. It was absolutely hilarious and cute. And it was like a nature hike. I didn't vlog at all because of other people's privacy. And I was like, walking along, hot. Must have been at least a kilometer we walked that day. Oh, it was hilarious. And we all got back on the bus with our tour guides, etc. We were all on the bus. Yeah. Just because some other people, stalkers, haters, didn't want us to remember, did that. Maybe we'll do it again. My mom can walk. My mom isn't good. She's not a streetwalker. We're not proud. You know, some people hear walk fit and walking and mall walkers and falsely accused, falsely alleged prostitution. We're not doing that. That's not what we are. That's not who we are. We just do some walk fit. Allegedly nature hiking. I used to love to do that. I would love to go down there and nature hike again, but I can't right now because my left knee is completely and utterly buggered up. And my right knee doesn't feel very well too, but my left knee is worse. And I can put my hands on my knees, but I cannot put anything I can't put any weight on my knees yet. It's the worst they've ever been. It's the worst they've ever been. Care that I received emergency. The paramedics, when it was my arm, they cut the sleeve off, but they don't want, my knees didn't get emergency health care in the hospital that they should have. My ankles, my knees, my legs, my hips, my back, my neck, my wrists, my forearm. And had I not braced myself and protected my face, oh my, holy, what a mess that would have been, more than it already is. My arm took it all. I'm grateful for that. And all those other people around, I tried to videotape them to show to, I didn't get very many because I was suffering. I rolled around and I was like, oh, there's a warm feeling in my knees. My knees feel warm. And I screamed in pain. There was blood. I was bleeding. The hospital staff did nothing about that. They alleged they x-rayed. The x-ray results, the technician read, the doctor read, allegedly, looked at, diagnosed. I was like, I want an ultrasound of my knees before I go, and I want, do I have to go to the fracture clinic or orthopedic? Because they didn't get anybody or anything in. They just discharged me the next day. I had to insist upon and beg for a physiotherapist to come and get my knee to move physically because it was stiff and they wouldn't do anything. Internet. All media, all internet, all Wi-Fi's, all virtuals, all social media, all published, all public, and all false allegations and all false allegations and all false accusations. All about, all to, and all about my parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies, and me. All happened. And at least I went elsewhere. I mean, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst healthcare, although it has got me this far that I can walk. I can function, not 100% as I was before, earlier, although I can function. I do, I believe social media. I should, can, could, may, must, need. Does others want to give me a tip? Use my tip jar. And all other how monetization to me. As I said before, 80% of that goes towards all pets, all fur babies. And the 20% comes to me. I mean, Charles is a plant, although, and my pets, fur babies, fairies, garden, outside. Okay, although, if you want to give me a tip and you want to monetize, me, please feel free to do that. All before, all during, all later, and all since videos, vlogging, vlogged, community posts, postings, posted, here, all elsewhere, all everywhere, and all your other reactions. You reacted, react, reacts, only comment areas and chat areas on. I can see, I can read your comments, your replies, with and without you putting a with and or without you putting a radish there. It's just the negative comments. I usually remove them or have them removed. Privacy settings, not to offend any of you, although um, there's a slight delay in my receiving your messages. Are there any in the chat area? Privacy settings, I tried reset it. My privacy settings more. I like this pink mug. I don't use pink mugs very often. I like the reading on it, words on it, punctuations. Sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. You're awesome. I'm awesome too. Awesome. I can't say the word enough nowadays, with and without all the historical, all geographical, all financial, all new buckery. Awesome. I mean, I used to be more creative, etc. when I was younger. I've even watched other YouTubers' videos. You know, I don't do as much anymore. Obviously, I'm mostly just resting and helping my family. And I'd love to include and incorporate another pet for a baby. Right now, it's just gardening and my grieving, my recovering and recuperating. All that's happened before now. All others is just time. Just time. And do I get monetized more? You know, good. It makes the media, my social media, my internet Wi-Fi's, blogging, community posts, virtuals, everything all the better and all the greater. I showed up this morning, did some videos, made some videos, and published some videos on the internet because weather. I hadn't witnessed that in a while. I mean, does it happen later on today? I'm not going to videotape, record, publish, but it was so amazing this morning. I was like, wow, wow, wow. It was time I got up anyways. And I have to go help my mom. I'll get the mushroom and show them. They're not portobello, because I went off those because of previous portobello mushrooms. They didn't last even a day without being refrigerated. They should have been able to last a day in my kitchen, somewhere kitchen table, so at least a day before refrigerated, and they did not. It was gross. And I really hope that this was going to be my last forever home. Whether other people liked me and or not, other residents and their visitors, other people, others, I just wanted this one because of the location and everything was very convenient to me. Recovering, recuperating physically, all historical, all geographical, all financial, all new, and then, because of the location, anyone familiar with the area and seen, you just have to watch my videos this morning. It was just a perfect location. With and without the recreation center, open more. And my access is that I did re-register my name. I did it, my mom and I. We've never been. We've never done it yet. We never did it yet. Not together. I haven't been in a while. Remember Elections Canada? I went to Elections Canada. I voted. I don't always, but this year, although this year I was like, I'm going to vote. I got my card out with my name and address on it, and I went and voted. My least favorite, as far as I know, didn't get elected. Yay! Maybe someday I'll decide to run for election and do some canvassing, etc., and put my name out there and get on a ballot. I know I'll get more than 2 votes. At least 2 votes, 2 other people voting. More than 2. I might not get fully elected, but I know I'll get more than 2 votes. I might even do it as the independent. The Friday Wear Pink Party. There we go. I wonder how many votes I'll get as that. And every day in Parliament, every Friday, wear pink. Before, during, I'll later. Now, since they get their fingers out and do some work. Do you ever get it just doesn't go away? And then you wake up and it's just, there's nothing been there except a red mark. And it just goes away. Brawl Stars Pusher. Yeah. H. Hello. I doubt monetizations here, there, all elsewhere, all everywhere won't make me rich. Won't make me rich and famous, although, and I figure do as to me, I do unto others. You don't want me monetized? I'll bitch and complain online, and I'll report you and try to do the same to you and have you not monetized. Public. I did that. I don't do that as often anymore because I figure, what the hell, they've got nothing greater, nothing better to do. Why waste the time nowadays? Maybe they'll change their minds. Foodie Beauty, Rudy Noel, a rest in peace, died, dead. Let's monetize that. You know, me, 20%, and the rest, 80%. I mean, I'm included in all that. You don't have to like it and or love what I bring home. Although, you know, 100% is me. Although 80% of it, I should, can, could, may, must, and need use towards all pets, all fur babies. Include my cactus and my pet's fur babies, Bellis. My and pet's fur babies, Bellis Fairies Gardens. I don't believe, in addition to that, I don't believe in using tap water to feed my plants. Those plants, including my mom plant, that's a bit iffy. It's sort of, I think we're having another plant funeral in addition to it all, I'm just hopeful this weekend feeding might encourage it to come back to life. Maybe I'll see a little leaf. At least a leaf. At least a leaf. Whereas my pet's fur baby's Bellis Fairy garden outside today is beautifully watered. I mean, I don't have to do anything. It's awesome. I don't have to weed. I don't have to water. I don't have to feed. I don't have to mow the lawn. I don't have to trim back any hedges, trees. I don't have to do anything. Myself, I can eat more. I can be a totally relaxing day. Lazy. Recovering, which reminds me, I eat my persona take. Actually, I'm gonna have. This is good. This is the supplement I'm taking nowadays during my recuperating. All names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how. All about, all to, and all about me. June 5 and 6, 2025. It's not the best, it's not the worst, although it's helpful. Well-being and fitness. Coffee too. And condiment. Helpful. My recovery, my recuperating. And does the property values in this neighborhood and where we were before ever reduced? It's not because of my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself. Did you hear that? As all those 911 emergencies, personnel, the sirens, the vehicles, and all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how reached out to those 911 emergencies personnel and the local police and brought them to there, all elsewhere, all everywhere, including around here. And with all evidence, and with all securities cameras, all on, all recording, and all recorded. Show and tell, showed and told, security, guards, condominium corporations, everybody shows and tells. All that evidence. It's going to reduce the property values around here and the reputations of privacy and safety. And that's not me giving out slander and defamation. That's factual. All documented, all witnessed, all evidence. In all hospitals, all healthcare workers should, can, could, may, must, and need used, use, and uses all that evidence. All about, all to, and all about giving and gave healthcare. All healthcare workers, all, everywhere. Just look at all your likes. Thank you. And I find I don't like taking pain relievers, prescribed prescription muscle relaxants throughout the day. Instead, I need it at night mostly because that's when I feel the pain the most when I'm lying down, especially my back and neck and my knees. It's when I'm sleeping. I need, probably need a little sleeping pill aid, although because of all that happened, I'm not going to fully med. And then my mom needs help. I'm not going to do that. Okay, some of it was legitimate and I needed help, although all the other stuff, stalkers, as I posted on my community posts page, all of them that obviously needed all that psychiatry and all that medication and medicines, prescribed prescription and neurology and judiciary, punished, all judiciary punishments, including jailed, with and or without paroles and or probations, new and with and or without and or with, sued themselves by one and more other person. And to all those voices that you also heard outside my front door and other noises, disturbances, all before, all during, all later, all since, my earlier live stream, video making, this live stream, your witnesses. You should, can, could, may, must, and need heard that too, you know. I'm not turning off my social media. I'm not turning off my internet live streaming because they're noisy. They like the attention, whether it's body positivity and or negative aesthetics, you know. Body positivity and natural aesthetics, negative body negativity, natural aesthetics, all that shit, you know. They like all the attention. And then they like to show and tell that it was us that was bad. I mean, they're the ones that are bad. They're all bad. And I don't care what races, creeds, religions they are. They're just bad. And the police have been there several times to tell them to shut up and go away and keep off my door handles and just stay away. Keep away. It's amazing the police have yet arrested them and judiciary punished. Did law enforcement. All about, all to, and all about those other people. And more than one victim, obviously. And I'm not being slanderous and defamations. It's all out there, including all on securities cameras, all on, all recording, all recorded. All those other people. I mean, their mouths moving, and all other times, and all about not shooting, all about my front door handle, etc. Without my permissions and without my consents. All before, all during, all later, and all since July 2, 2025. And all live streamed, and all videos, and all those securities cameras recorded. All before, all during, all later, and all since July 2, 2025. And it doesn't matter the races, creeds, religions, those securities guards, and those other people were. It doesn't have anything to do with it. They're just bad and all wrong, all purposeful, and all haters, all predatory, and all resentful, and all racist, all bigot, and all discriminations, all discriminatory, and all prejudice, all prejudice, all stalking, and all with and or without internet trolling us more. And I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to keep on living, going to and from my kitchen, to and from my front door, not caring the world about them. I mean, I live in fear, but I'm not obsessed about them. I don't care. I don't care they're coming and going as long as they don't touch my door handle and they're not outside my front door. Do more of all that. I'll phone the police. I'll phone security more. I'll report them. Myself and my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' myself and my parents, my mom and I, and all animals, and all pets, all fur babies, and all fairies, gardens, all plants, all deserve, all names, and all named Bellas, deserved and deserve, and should, can, could, may, must, and need, got and get, all privacy and all safety, all those others. All there, all here, all elsewhere, all everywhere. Those other people, paranoid, aggressive, and agitated, obsessed, grandiose, delusional, delusions of power, persecutory, delusional, and one and more other person, erotomanic, delusional. All about, all to, and all about, all those and all this, Bellas. All names, all and all named Bellas. All should, can, could, may, must, and need. Show and tell and showed and told. All that. All public. All where public. All when public. All published. All virtuals. All social media. All published. All media. All. All names. All who, what, where, when, why, and how. All public. Internet and all other places, public, outside of residential places, public places. As I said earlier, reactions. All should, can, could, may, must, and need only be where I was, am, and be comment areas and chat areas, and not to add on in out from my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies, and myself, and all gardens, all residential and all elsewhere, all doors and all windows, and all elsewhere, all everywhere, all witnessed, all documented, all public, all published, all media, all virtual, all social media, all internet, all everywhere. I'm talking about the stalkers, the negative reactions, the reactions that they're haters, etc. Not people who like. I mean, those are the people outside you witness they don't like. But other, fans in my audience, I mean, I don't mind an occasional meet and greet. I've done that before elsewhere, and on the internet. But not to at on in out from by my home necessarily. I mean, there has been some, some interactions, but I'm my home. I should always, whether they're good or not good, others, we should, can, could, may, must, and need, always had, has, and have, got, and get privacy and safety. Those other people, all during, all since, did all that outside my front door and all elsewheres. Fear not having privacy and safety for myself and one and more other fellows, all during, all since they did themselves instead. With all securities cameras all on, all recording, all recorded, all those, all they did outside front doors, one and more door handles. All before, all during, all later, and all since August 1, 2024. I mean, this year I'm not even looking at decoration out my front door Halloween. It's condominium, and elsewhere too, like Sherry Road. Do it inside, can decorate Halloween, etc., Christmas, etc., statutory holidays, and some on the balcony, little garden. I'm not celebrating Diwali. I don't just celebrate Diwali. Indoor gardening, outdoor gardening, decorations, myself and pets, fur babies, Bella's Fairies Gardens instead. Gardens instead. I hope the paramedics reported that man from 1909 happened and did and said and showed and told, all during themselves coming to rescue me, give me first aid, reported that man to police and mentioned it to the staff at the hospitals and their employers, and or at least the police and the security guards to report it to the police all the times, all name and all who, what, where, when, why, and how, that man. From there, all about, all to, and all about myself and one and more others. Repeatedly. Instead of keeping away from us. All before, all during, all later, and all since November 12 and 13, 2024. All before, all during, all later, and all since February 23 and 24, March 18 and 19, May 2, and June 5 and 6, and July 2, 2025, and all other times. I mean, all evidence out there. The condominium corporation cannot hide all that information outside my front door. My front door, release of information, release. It's not like it's the other front doors. My front door, release of information, including all securities cameras on, all recording, all recorded. That man and other people to, at, on, and from my front door, and all elsewhere did. All bad, all purposefully. seen, all not competent, and or all not seen, all not competent, and non-employable. Instead of myself. Instead of us. Justice. That's all I wanted. Justice, and to do this for entertainment purposes, you know. Instead, it's mostly, well, it is that. It's just they wanted to be included with, and I don't want to include them with. And we should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not have to go away and leave. Instead, those other people, that man, could go away and leave and not ever come back. And does he see and hear this? Do they see and hear this somehow or other? They're internet trolling. They're stalking. They're stalkers. And they should, can, could, may, must, and need go away, leave, and never return. Instead of us. Instead of me. I hope that happens soon. In addition to all that, the courts, crown attorneys, district attorneys, justice of the peace, police, paramedics, all those emergencies personnel, and the courts take them away once and for all and give us justice. Give me justice. Judiciary punish those other people, that man especially, all of them, as forever, always, all there, all here, all elsewhere, all everywhere. Forever, always, everywhere. And all their accomplices too, should, can, could, may, must, and need, did and do as. Go away, leave, and never come back. Get judiciary punished, as I mentioned earlier. I don't care if any of them are related and are allegedly related to my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents. And all I know is no pets, all fur babies, and me. Doesn't matter. Justice. More in yellow, more. All about you haters online, internet troller, stalkers. I'm not talking about all reaction channels. I'm talking about the locals mostly. Because, you know, outside my front door, and am I not at any windows? They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not. Should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not saw and see my fashions and accessories, and or the lack of. And today, you know, are they online? They can see yellow. In addition to all the other definitions and meanings, the color yellow, haters can fuck off. Go away, leave, and never come back. That man too, especially. I'm going to wear yellow and red today, all day. All day, yes. Wonder what time it is because I'm hungry. I need to get food. After all that, I'm not going to eat lots. Although, since I do need some food, I'll be right back. And you can hear my footsteps. I'm not obsessed about those other people I mentioned earlier, stalkers, other residents and their visitors, because I don't care about them. I know how to behave normal. So net. One in Brazil that has many nutrition values. Very nutritious. I don't have any English breakfast blend tea. Black tea, another kind instead. Another type instead. So I'm going to get my mushroom ready. I'm going to clean it. Then I'm going to put some plant-based butter in it. Butter. Put it in the oven for a little while. And then I'm going to remove it from my oven a little while. Add some plant-based cheese, some cheese to that in the stem of my mushroom, and put it back in the oven. The stem I'm going to cut in small pieces. I'm actually going to cut. It's been quiet enough, I suppose. And I'm going to put that all in the oven, bake it for another little while, then remove it. I'm going to eat. One potato patty, and I'll use some extra virgin olive oil to do that, and some Himalayan salt and ground black pepper when I serve and eat. Nothing fancy. And then that'll do me until this afternoon when I have a snack, one raw radish, lightly salted. And then I don't know what I'm going to have for my dinner tonight. It's Sunday. Anyways, I'll be back. Oh. was going to use this portion control thing, size thing, something I never did. I might later in life, I don't know. To the size of those mushrooms. Look at that one. That's the one I'm going to clean, prepare, cook, and serve. Doesn't that look good? Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful sized mushroom. I have lots of time today, so I'm going to do that. Make myself a mushroom. Cook myself a mushroom. Neat. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Goodbye. I'm going to eat my mushroom. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to eat my mushroom. I get my tea.